All right. So I'm in the garage and I'm going through some stuff. Been going through a lot of old stuff. And I just thought I'd share some information or experiences. And I'm going to call this a tale of two dealerships. One dealership, when I hired on, they told me, forget everything you know. We're going to start from square one. We're going to teach you our process, our methods, our techniques, and just you need to just learn what we teach you and then apply them to the way we do things here. So you would be put with a mentor. He was responsible for you, and he was responsible for teaching you everything from how to order parts to how to diagnose, proper tools, ways of doing things, to expedite your repair times. It was great. Uh, that kind of reminds me of the coach from UCLA. The first day you would go to basketball practice, the first thing he would show you is how to put on your socks. Isn't that funny? The little details mean a lot. In this dealership I went to, they did that. And I worked at 4 dealerships total, and 3 of the 4 were similar and 1 was different. I'm not going to tell you which is which. One of the other dealerships I went to, I was really excited. It was a big name dealership, and I got there. And it was horrible. No training, no mentorship. You got thrown in with the wolves, and literally with the wolves. Everybody would. I'll tell you how bad it was. If you were in a bay and if you walked off to go get a part, there was a 50% chance someone might grab the forklift, throw the chains on the frame, and drag your unit outside, and then put their unit inside. And guess what? The leadership, they were okay with it. It promoted um, whatever the hell they want to call it. I'll tell you what, man, it was a horrible dealership, and it was cutthroat. If you didn't know how to do something, no one was going to teach you. The way you learned was pretty simple. You had to pay the other tech to teach you, and you better hope he teaches you everything, and they never did. They would give you bits and pieces. But the way they would do it is you would have to give them your repair time for that unit. If you did an injector, it paid an hour and a half, remove and replace and reprogram an injector. You were going to have to give him that hour and a half. And all he was going to do was show you how to change the trim code. And he was going to get an hour and a half. But, that's what you had to do. So you sort of kind of get forced into that kind of thinking or mentality. And before you know it, you're doing what a lot of guys do. You go home, you read the service procedures, a unit comes in, and you diagnose it, and then you write up, or they would write up all this stuff. Like they would say, oh, tested fuel pump, electric fuel pump, pulling high amps, recommend fuel pump replacement. And they never did nothing. They just pencil whipped it, to get additional time on their ticket. And the dealership was also kind of bad about that because they would tell you, oh, this unit came in, check it out. And they expected you to pull it in, hook up, run that diagnostic test, and come up with an answer to give to the customer. And you were only given 1 hour to do all of that. At the first dealership, you were given 1 hour. You go get it, bring it in, look it over. DOT requirement, air leaks, tires, suspension, brakes, quick little inspection, and then you hook up your laptop, and then you would tell them what it was saying, and then you would the diagnostic steps would be an additional charge if the customer approved it. That was at the first dealership. At the second dealership, you were expected to pull it in, hook up, diagnose it, come up with what you think it needed. And a lot of guys would do that. And that's how, at some dealerships or at that dealership, you would get repeat customers. And then we would The famous word collateral damage, that the reason it was still messing up was because you had collateral damage from the first component that failed. So now there was going to be an additional charge. That was the catch. Collateral damage. You rush in there, hey, DPF, whatever, whatever, blah, blah, blah. They put a brand new DPF, or they put a brand new, oh, well, now you need a turbo because the turbo failed because the DPF was restricted, and that's collateral damage. Bull crap. Everybody's rushing so fast to try to get paid that they don't give a crap about fixing it right the first time. They just give a crap about their numbers, just like the management. It's all about the numbers. So anyway, I thought I'd share this. If you like what I said, or if you have any input on that, I'd like to hear it. Thanks for watching.